So you're dating a girl, or you have been dating a girl, and you want things to go well, and you see yourself long term with this girl, okay? Or maybe you're just wondering, what is it that a man needs to do to keep a keeper? If some of you guys know all of these, then congrats. All right, good luck to you guys in finding the one. But these are things that honestly are very important, and every guy, every man should have this in mind when they want to pursue a woman for something serious, or whoever wants to work on being the best partner they can be. These are from a woman's perspective, and what usually women complain about or would want or brag about when they have it. Okay, when you start dating a woman, my first thing is, don't go over the top at first, or live out of your means just to impress the girl. Because if you want this girl long term, okay, keywords long term, okay, you're really gonna wanna be realistic with yourself, be realistic with her, and don't be someone that you're not at first, because she's gonna remember. And when you start slacking or you start getting comfortable, which is something you should never do, she's gonna probably bring that up to you, or she'll lose interest, or she will always be like, how come you're not doing this, how come you're not doing that? And then you're like, oh my goodness, this was so not me, and this was not something I wanted to do long term. I was just so excited meeting her, and that's totally understandable, because you want to impress the girl that you really like. But honestly, don't go over the top at first. Make sure you are being realistic with who you are, because that's the main thing. You want the girl that you really love, or that you're liking, to actually know you for you. Okay, number 2, this one you heard it a lot: consistency. A lot of women complain about men not being consistent, and it can be in the little things. We just want men who are reliable, to be a certain way where you can be consistent. You know what I mean? If you go over the top and full of energy one day, and you're usually a lazy bum 90% of the time, and then you're not ready to be that high energy guy that you were in the first week, don't do that to yourself, because you're putting yourself in trouble. Okay? You're in trouble, buddy. Cringe there? Did you cringe? This goes the same thing with consistency. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. So show me that you understand how I like it. Tyler said that first. I'm going to the extreme, but some men would be like, oh, I want to marry you, I'm gonna marry you, or I'm gonna get you a ring, or if you're not thinking of getting her that ring in the next month, do not say that, please. Less extreme, let's say you say, okay, I really want to bring you out this weekend, I really want to plan something for us two this weekend, something special, I want to plan a date for you, I want to take you out. So you say this in the beginning of the week, right? Yeah, in the moment you really felt that, but you got to know that you're going to stick with it. You got to do it, because if you're saying one thing and your actions are another, let's say you cancel, or you just don't even say anything by the week when the weekend comes, because you're like, oh, a lot of people are going to be like, who does that? Trust me, there are a lot of people in general who do that. They just talk. Some men would say, I want to do this, or I will do this, and then you don't. You're breaking promises. You're letting the girl down. If you have an idea that you think she would like, even if you're excited for that, okay? Even if you're excited for that date or whatever that you're planning, or you're excited to buy her something or to gift her something, don't say it until you're 100% sure, okay? This is going to save a lot of arguments, and this is going to save a lot of heartache and disappointment, okay? And it's super easy. Just keep quiet, okay? Keep quiet. I don't want to be rude, but keep quiet. Men, I'm not trying to be rude, but men tend to not really, sometimes they wait till it's too late, and then the girl leaves, and then they're like, oh wow, what was the issue? But normally girls actually open up. So if your girlfriend or wife has been, talking to you about how she's feeling, try to remember what she's been saying, because sometimes you just don't realize until it's too late. Don't get comfortable, okay? This is nothing new. Don't get too comfortable. And it's the same goes for women too, but honestly, it takes two, okay? Because if one person is putting all the effort in, showing up, doing things for the other person, and the other one is just like, whatever, I'm not gonna do much, or yeah, she would like this, but I I don't want to do, I'm tired. You gotta not get comfortable. That's all I have to say. Don't get comfortable. Try to plan dates, spice things up. If you don't have time to like go out on dates, you can do things at home. Surprise your partner with things they like. If you cannot afford, or if you don't have time, if you have children and everything like that, you can find moments to make your partner feel special. Spice things up doesn't mean go over the top, but what I'm saying is that do something out of the ordinary. Okay, if you have a routine and life is feeling kind of boring, try to break that routine. It can be something very simple. Okay, just have that in mind, that a relationship, you need to work at it. You cannot just, after a while, you stop all efforts. I know we're tired, I know we're working, but I think just the fact that you try to do something, or you try to change the routine, or try to make your partner feel special any way you can. And if you have the means to go out and stuff, do it. It doesn't have to be every week, right? But it makes a big, huge difference. This is the downfall of a lot of relationships, when people get too comfortable and like don't even put effort in nothing anymore, Last but not least, compliment your girl. Tell her you love her. Physical touch, when you pass by, cuddles, the little things. Hype her up. When she looks good, hype her up, I know you guys don't like the overdone, or some guys are so used to their girl looking good that they don't really compliment her anymore. No, compliment her. She'll never get tired of that. And things that women like to hear about the first time you met her, okay? And maybe not for the recent daters. Okay, let's say 6 months minimum. When you start reminding her about your first impression of her, the first time you guys met. Women never get tired of that story of how you were before, how you were feeling before you went to meet her on the date, and when you saw her for the first time, what you were thinking, and how you felt about her in the first, the honeymoon phase, when you guys are liking each other. And to be honest, a lot of couples are still experiencing honeymoon phase way longer than a lot of people would think, and that's because they follow this list, okay? But yeah, just why does it look like my hair is gray? Weird. I think it's the gel. Yeah, so women like hearing about your first impression of her, the feelings you're feeling with her in the beginning. It makes her feel like she's like a movie star. She's the main character, She's the love interest of the hot guy in a romantic comedy. Yeah, so we just love that. We just love hearing the man we love talk about us highly, okay? These are really from a woman's perspective, me, right? And these are things that are not personal only, but from what I've seen through different examples of different type of relationships that I've seen, different ages, and analyzing these type of relationships, and with my own experiences too, I realize these things are key to relationships working, and it can be for new relationships and long-term relationships. And new relationships should actually keep all these in mind, because it is gonna kind of set the tone for the rest of the relationship. So yeah, guys, see you later. Bye bye.